Real estate agents are often criticized because they are expensive and buyers don't understand their utility. Their commission usually costs a bit more than 1/3 of the closing costs. The main problem of first-time buyers is to find money for the down payment, and banks don't like to lend for the closing costs. This makes you more angry against realtors. Nowadays, you can look for properties on the internet, so the realtor is not the marketplace anymore. If the seller does a good job and spends time to present the flat correctly, to advertise online, to organize the visits, and to give you all the documents and information you need, then you may avoid the realtor and save this money. However, the seller is often not used to doing all this paperwork, and he may not have time enough to do it well. Also, the added value of the realtor is often not so obvious. On the land, where there are more sellers than buyers, their job is to find buyers for the many properties to sell. In cities like Munich, where there are more buyers than sellers, their job is to find flats to put on the market. So they might spend time with potential sellers to convince them to accept to sell if they find a buyer paying a good price. So for you as a buyer, the real value of the agent is that the flat actually exists on the market, so you have the possibility to buy it. By organizing many visits, they offer value to the seller, who saves time and gets more potential buyers. So they spend time to find objects to put on the market and to organize visits. These two activities do not bring any money directly, and this explains why they need to compensate with a high provision on each flat they sell. Keep in mind that a real estate agent does not always have the same goal as the seller. The seller may want to make as much money as possible from his property. The realtor may want to spend as little time as possible for each transaction in order to sell more units. For example, if you bid more money than a previous offer, it will be easier for you if you deal directly with the owner. The agent will rather want to close the previous offer quickly. You can use this to your advantage by showing to the agent that you want to close quickly and that you won't make him waste his time. If you buy directly from the seller, you will have to check that he really sells his flat and that he is not a crook. Remember that sellers are liars. The agent should be more objective, and you may be more confident with a professional. Note that real estate agents need a license which allows them to do this work. This is a way for you to make sure they have the knowledge in real estate thanks to regular advanced trainings, that they are not crooks, and that they have an insurance policy. If you find someone claiming he has the role of the agent without this authorization, this may be a fraud. Some real estate agents are not only here to work as a middleman, but they are also advisors and offer some consulting services. These services may be charged on an hourly basis.
Do you want to buy a flat in Munich? I give you knowledge about ownership in the city, a proven, successful preparation for your own flat. Subscribe and visit flatinmunich.de.